From the NewsNet studios, you're watching the Southern California Life Morning News with Stella Giannakakos, Ferrari Cruz, Danielle Cushman, and Allie Myers.
Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm here with Jason Bronner and he's a record producer. Today we're going to talk about the Girls Against Abuse, and there are 11 different independent artists. But first, Jason, can you tell us about your career? It's really interesting. I've seen you've worked with a lot of artists.
Well, yes. I've worked with, we're coming up on about 1,000 artists and that I've written or produced for with over the past 10 years, and it's been great. Music has been a really awesome way to touch a lot of people and do some positive things, and that's what I was hoping to do with the 11 songs that are on this CD, and bringing these artists together in one place for one cause. Yeah,
and before this you were working with American Idol, which I'm sure is going to interest a lot of viewers.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, a lot of select contestants from American Idol would come to me, and I would turn their demos around really quickly. They need original material. You know, you can't have a demo with a bunch of cover tunes. So they'd come to me, and I'd quickly turn those demos around really fast, and get them back out on the street pitching music.
So what made you decide to leave that and, you know, start this charitable music project, you know, which is obviously for a really good cause once you tell us about it?
Well, I've always been an independent producer as well. So when I was doing that work, I was sort of stuck with who I had to work with, that they were coming to me, being sent that way. So, you know, the artists that I've been producing throughout my career have been artists usually that I get to choose. And I wanted to get back to that. And so now I've got, you know, a stable of artists that are really exciting. I'm happy with what we've got, and we've had a lot of success getting those artists signed to major deals and some publishers and management companies and things like that. So I found that there was more help I could do musically and civically by getting away from working with American Idol with American Idol and getting back to what I do best, I think, and that's sitting down and writing and producing with artists.
Yeah, definitely. It's more one-on-one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Girls Against Abuse program is actually, it's more of a campaign whose aim is to stop the mistreatment of women. And the way that it kind of came about was, as I'm writing with girls on a day-to-day basis, everything comes out. You know, there's not much to hide. And so over and over, these recurring themes of abuse would surface, and we'd end up writing songs about it. And it just got to the point where it was happening so often that it was rare for me not to get a story from a girl about, you know, a rape or a molestation or, you know, some sort of horrible mistreatment. And so looking in the catalog of songs, I saw these songs that kind of told a story and came together. And that's what this album is. And if you think about it, the Girls Against Abuse record, none of those songs are the girls that, you know, I've been abused the song. It's nothing like that. Most of the songs are about strength, and they all encourage the listener to recognize, resist, and recover from abusive situations.
Yeah, definitely. So these were all just 11 independent artists that you kind of brought together for one single good cause.
They all were artists of mine, and you know, on my roster, and the ones that you'll see here on this record actually are all local. Most of my artists are sent to me from LA and that kind of thing. But I thought it was cool that I could get, you know, unfortunately there were so many songs that dealt with these issues. It was easy to find 11 from 11 different artists that were actually local here. So everybody in the album is between the ages of, I think, 15 and 19. They have a lot of stories to tell, and they're all right from Temecula, Marietta, Canyon Lake, right around here.
So these girls, you know, they're so young. Is it these personal experiences of things that have happened to them, or they just want to reach out to other people who are going through tough times?
Both.
Okay.
Both. And I'm not saying that, you know, everybody on the record has been abused. That isn't what the situation is exactly. But each one of the girls that I've chosen for this album is a role model in their own sense, and when they do public appearances, other girls can look at them and be encouraged by them. And they've all made commitments in their own life to live their lives free from violence.
Yeah, it's great that you're doing something different than the typical, you know, maybe Britney Spears pop culture. So you have a different direction going. I like that.
Well, the whole purpose of why I got into music in the first place was because of the way that it evokes emotion and invokes action. And if you listen to the words of these songs, you'll hear that there's encouragement for action, for people who maybe are in bad situations, to get out of it, to be motivated to recognize it and move away from it and deal with it and get on. So some people get in these abusive relationships and they get so far in that they don't come out. And we've dedicated the album to Bibsy, who's Elizabeth Amaron, the woman who was killed by her fiancé in the parking garage. Yeah. They say allegedly, but we all know. But that was a situation I've met with her parents where she just got so far into it that she couldn't get out. And so an album like this, which came out the exact same month that her album would have came out, so it was a timing thing, and hopefully our album will help people to get out of those situations.
Yeah, definitely. I had the pleasure of meeting the director of that movie and her parents, so it's great to incorporate this and have you guys in as well.
Right on.
So where do you guys donate your proceeds?
Well, the nice thing, what I wanted to do was make it, all the 100% of the proceeds go to charity. But not always the same one. So if we, in this town, we donate everything to Safe Alternatives for Everyone, which is a great shelter for women and youth. But if we roll into another town, like if I take them to San Francisco, I'm going to help a shelter or a charity in that actual city. So we're not dedicated to just one. This way we can go into wherever we are and we can help a lot of different groups. When we go and we do public appearances or concerts, we can benefit anybody's organization. So if you have an organization out there, say Riverside County Social Services just contacted us. So we'll go and do their annual event, and then we'll go and do somebody else's annual event, and just donate the proceeds.
Oh, great. And is there a website where people can check out the girls more, or contact maybe for some CDs?
Sure, it's thegirlsagainst.abuse.com. The CD is also available at cdbaby.com. Thegirlsagainst.abuse.com will have all kinds of information and also a helpline for anybody out there who needs it, 24 hours, and check it out.
Great. I'd love to have some of the girls out now and hear what their music's all about.
Great. Well, I think we're going to bring Bree out with some girls helping her on the backgrounds, and she's going to sing a very popular song on the CD called Dream Crusher, and I hope you really like it.
Great. Thank you so much for coming in. It's a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you.